Welcome to this BTW update. I'm John Luck. Bridgewater police investigated what is being called a non-specific threat found in a bathroom at Bridgewater-Rainham Regional High School on Wednesday afternoon. Parents sent a statement from the district and later obtained by the Bridgewater Independent, which said, quote, "An internal investigation has begun and will continue. Student safety is always at the forefront of every decision we make," end quote. BR Superintendent Derek Swenson told the newspaper that at no time today did safety officials or school administration believe there to be a situation that would impact the safety of students. The police will continue the investigation moving forward. Turning to the other stories today, the Bridgewater Fire Department announced earlier this week that we'll be holding an open house on Saturday, October 15th from noon to 2 p.m. at Station 2, which is located at 774 Plymouth Street. The fire department will show demonstrations of CPR, AED, administering Narcan, fire extinguishers, and the Jaws of Life. There will also be an opportunity to sign up for Senior First, which is a program that has firefighters check the homes of senior citizens for fire safety. And there will be an opportunity for students in Bridgewater to enter to win a ride in a fire truck to school. Now again, that event takes place at Station 2 on October 15th at 774 Plymouth Street. And taking a look at the week ahead in town government, the planning board will hold their meeting on Monday night in the council chambers at the Academy building at 6:30 p.m. That meeting, along with all other town government meetings, are open to the public unless otherwise noted. The Citizens Advisory Committee will meet Monday night as well at 6:30 p.m. in room 201B in the Academy building. And the Finance Committee will meet in the Memorial building located across the street from the Academy building and next to the library. The Budget and Finance Committee will meet on Tuesday night in room 201B at 6:45 p.m. That meeting will be followed by the Town Council meeting, which takes place in the Council Chambers at 7:30 p.m. Now, the meeting will not be live, however, replays will be available on Channel 22 and online at btvaccess.com. And getting ready to check the forecast, the drought monitor came out yesterday. The news is still not good. Most of Massachusetts is still in a severe or extreme drought, with some towns and cities currently a foot under where they should be for this time of the year. So as we send it to Jeff Fowler, Jeff, we have a good amount of rain coming up this weekend. Will any of the rain that we get help out this drought situation at all?
Well, John, we're going to pick up some rain, I think, this weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to end the drought by any stretch, but we could get up to perhaps an inch of rain between now and early Monday morning. Here is the rain on this Friday afternoon. You can see it finally making its way towards the south coast. And as we zoom in a little closer, you can see it's not too far now from the Bridgewater area, coming up here towards Buzzards Bay, moving up 495. And eventually, by Friday evening, will be overspreading our area. If you're heading out to Fenway tonight, bring an umbrella with you. There will be some downpours. Considering it's the last weekend of the regular season, I'm sure they will try to get the game in. But as we look towards tomorrow, this low, kind of a weird pattern. It's somewhat of an ocean storm. It'll be sliding off to our south. These are all weak systems. You can see another one here behind us towards the Ohio Valley, and that'll be heading east here by Sunday. I think the rain will suppress a bit during the day on Sunday, so we will have some rainfall Saturday, scattered off and on. Saturday night, there could be an impulse. Sunday, it could calm down a little bit. Another pulse of rain coming up by the time we get to Sunday evening. And then we talk about next week, and could Matthew be a part of it? Well, it's at 130 miles per hour right now. It is south of the Dominican Republic. It'll start to be taking a turn. And as we look at the forecast positions here for next week, you'll see it's going to kind of get very close to Jamaica, start to move up and over Cuba, and then it may make a trek up to the East Coast. And there's a few ways of looking at it here. I'm just going to show you a couple of models here so you can get an idea. This is the American model, and it wants to take the storm pretty much parallel up the East Coast, east of Florida, approaching North Carolina, and then there's going to be a front moving towards our area. And who wins the race? Does Matthew win it? Does the front win it? Is there kind of a mix? You can get the idea here. Here's the Canadian model and its thoughts, and you can see again, same thing, kind of brings the storm up the coast, and there could be some interaction with this front. We may have a little bit of a squeeze play and a chance for some more rain over our region by the end of next week. Whether it's anything more than that, we'll have to wait and see. But we do know for this weekend, we'll have a chance again of some downpours here off and on your Saturday. Skies could brighten up here and there as well. I would not call it a total washout, but definitely have an umbrella with you wherever you are going. Sunday will dry out for a little bit, especially during the afternoon, so you could get a few hours in. Again, there could be another round of evening showers on Sunday night, and then we'll finally start to clear out on Monday.
Thanks, Jeff. The BR Children took on Chelmsford last night in a rare Thursday night football game, but for running back Sean Knoll, it was just another day at the office.
Of course, the moment of silence was for a former coach of the Chelmsford High School football team, Jason Fletcher, who passed away at the age of 42, and had a chance a couple minutes ago to watch the Chelmsford TV coverage of Jason Fletcher, and a very into his community type of coach.
Pitch back to Noel. Dances to the middle. He's going to go to the end zone. Yes, he is.
Sean Knoll is becoming a very smart running back. Really examine the field as he's trying to run there. You see a big block there by 85, and you see the block there by McDermott, who had a key block a couple plays ago.
Pitch to Noel. Finds the seam, cuts back against the grain. He's going to go to another touchdown. He's just going to outrun the defenders into the end zone. Did the same thing. He comes off the right side of the line, heads to the corner, and then all of a sudden sees the seam opening up, and he cuts back and back. Guys offside, be defensive. Going to be encroachment, but the BR is going to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. Line of scrimmage, they're only 6 yards back. And off to Noel. He's got some room. They're not going to touch him. Nobody's going to come near him. Number 6 was just rolled over on the far side of the field.
And there was a defender blitzing on in there, number 28 for Chelmsford, but that takes away one defender. And I mentioned that Sean Knoll, he's starting to develop that alertness of where he's seeing an open lane and how he can try and force his way through. I have to say that this might have been one of the most complete efforts I've seen from a Bridgewater Rainham team. Granted, they might have been a little oversized compared to Chelmsford, but still very smart with their football playing abilities here. And I think next week's going to be a very big game coming against Dartmouth, because Dartmouth, they're undefeated, so they're very close to the top of Division 2 in the South. Bridgewater Rainham, they're trying to hold on for that second, third seed here. So it's going to be a very crucial game coming up here next week here at Bridgewater Rainham High School against the undefeated Dartmouth Indians to kick off OCL play. But even bigger, a chance here for BR to try and make their push for the playoffs and get a couple of home games in the postseason. And the Children get set for OCL play as they take on the undefeated Dartmouth Indians next week, followed by a matchup with the Barnstable Red Raiders coming up. That game taking place on the Cape. The Bridgewater State Bears are getting ready for their road matchup with Western Connecticut State, taking place tomorrow night on the road. And each game is an opportunity for interim head coach Joe Varia to learn his new role at Bridgewater State. Molly Hurley had a chance to talk with the interim head coach earlier this week.
Bridgewater State University welcomes a new head coach to their football program this season, and players are happy about the familiar face that has taken that spot.
Joe Vera has a long history with the university, dating back to 1976, when he suited up for games under those Friday night lights. Leading up to his new position, the alumni coach spent 28 seasons as the team's assistant coach and defensive coordinator. Both positions, he says, are very different from the position that he holds today.
Obviously a lot more responsibility, a lot more duties and tasks that have to be done. Some of the little things that you don't think about as a defensive coordinator that you have to have taken care of as a head football coach. Definitely one of the biggest things.
Just 4 games into the season, Coach Vera is already impressed by the improvements he's seen happen on the field.
From day one, these kids have been working very, very hard. The coach has been working very hard. And you can see, little by little, we've been getting better and better every week.
Becoming head coach has been anything but a burden for his family. Their commitment and involvement with the town is something they value very much in their home.
They know that I've always wanted to be a head football coach at some point in my life, and to have this opportunity to be able to do it here at the college that you played and been coaching for a long time is truly a blessing.
Now it is still very early in the season, and Coach Vera is hopeful for a good turnout for the Bridgewater Bears. Reporting for BTV, I'm Molly Hurley.
Thanks, Molly, and that's all for this BCW update. I'm John Luck. Thanks for watching.